пациент есть лежит? Он этот. Там это, веревки.
So our group is called Снежный Descent of Kazan University and the gymnasium number 122 from Kazan. And the goal of the expedition is to find and to identify the remains of soldiers which died here in 1942 during World War II. And what we are doing is just searching the remains here in forest in different directions to collect the remains, to pass it to the headquarters, and in a few days there will be funerals of the soldiers, in memorial, and also very important, maybe the main goal is informing relatives, families about the fathers, grandfathers, about the circumstances of their death.
Okay, and to be able to inform the families, you have to identify the bodies. What percentage can you usually identify, and by what method?
It's difficult to evaluate. I think about 10% of the soldiers we can identify using, for example, the names on spoons, the so-called medallions with paper with the name of the soldiers, but 70 years, so these papers are in a very bad condition. And not every soldier here had this medallion, so the chances are not high, but it's possible still.
Can you explain to us what you're doing and how it works exactly, this tool you're using?
I'm trying to find bones using the shoop. So when I dig the shoop into the ground, it makes the special sound. So, and it actually feels differently every time I dig it.
So you can manage to see a difference, for example, between a stone, a tree root, metal,
Yeah.
all that, yeah, when you're used to it? Okay.
When it is metal, it usually sounds like a sand, you know, like.
Okay.
And when it is a stone, it sounds like glass, you know. And when it is the bone, you know, your heart actually tricks. You know, you can feel when it is a bone.
Okay, okay.
You can't explain the sounds of the bone.
And can you show us quickly what you found in this hole?
There is a gas mask. So the long one, it was like very deep.
Okay.
And then, you know, like part of the mask with the glass.
And what else did you find here?
There's RGD, but it was found by another digger.
This is a grenade, eh?
Yeah.
Okay. What is this, Ruslan?
This is от Дегтярева.
For a machine gun?
Yeah, machine gun Дегтярев.
Russian, German?
Russian. He stay up and fire.
Okay, so tell me about what you found.
So just at the foot of this tree we found this Russian mug with some bullet or shrapnel damage. Obviously some other diggers found it maybe last year or 2 years ago and it wasn't interesting for them. But for me it's interesting because of the battle damage you can see on it, so I'm going to try to keep it.
And under it?
It has some writing, I'm not sure what it says, we'll have to clean it up afterwards.
Très bien.
О, там они в глубине. Там рука.
Это нужно просто на какое-то сухое место и там перебирать совочку.
Yes, you have the jaw here.
The vertebra. Vertebra.
Звонок.
Bone spline.
It's from back.
So what did you just find?
This grenade was just near the leg, in that place. Yes, so probably it was on that in that kind of pocket.
On the soldier.
Pocket of the soldier. Yeah.
Okay. Can you show it to me from close?
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Washing my hands in the muddy water. Why are you eating Toblerone in the forest? You always eat this every time?
No, we are lucky this time because our friends from France brought us this as a present.
When we want something sweet.
It gives us energy. Toblerone.
When you feel bored, when you feel blue, eat Toblerone.
You're making shampoo? What you are holding in your hands?
It's a spoon. I found in the forest where we walk, and there are some letters.
Okay.
Letters on this part of the spoon. So there is some chances. There are some chances that we will be able to read. Maybe it's a family name of the soldier.
This is the spoon that we were just looking at, and you can see that it has apparent battle damage here, and then it's also bent for some reason. And if we look at the handle of the spoon, sure enough there's something carved on it, and to see it more easily I'm highlighting it here, and you can see that it has the name Bukharov. So the Russians did research into this, and I'll let Iskender say the rest of the story.
After we cleaned the spoon,
yes,
and read this family name, Bukharov, the name of the soldier, we sent this information to our headquarters in our coordinator in Kazan,
yes,
Rafik Salahiev, and he in 2 hours he called us and said that 3 soldiers with the family name Bukharov were here. But one is probably it's here. One Bukharov, Philip Dmitrievich, he died 3 kilometers to the northwest of Mjasnoi Bor, so exactly this place. And we know that the military unit where he was, it's Strelkovaya Divizia number 374. This division was here,
okay,
in this forest. So I think the probability is about 80% that this spoon belong to this soldier.
Ты купил кучу батареек и зарядил телефон?
Да, от батарейки телефон держать.
Сказать, вкусный мясо. Это мне...
What are you going to eat, Vincent?
First sausage, you can see them over the fire and drying. And,
yes.
Then after that,
What's this one?
It's pig fat, just fat.
Okay, it's good.
Yes, of course. It's really good. When you're in the forest, everything is good.
So what's the garlic for?
Just for health, let's say.
For what? Health?
For health, yeah.
Okay. And for good breath?
Yeah.
To avoid illness and kisses.
Yeah. To avoid both of them.
Только приземлился тоже миг, из кустов остался дикий крик. У полиции вьетнамцы верещат в кустах, как зайцы. Я упал на землю и затих. Вновь иду по проклятой земле. Шлема нет на голове.
I'm a superstar. Yeah, yes you are.
So can you tell me what you found in this hole this morning?
This morning I will find some pieces, little pieces of bones. Found 2 German buttons.
Okay.
It's. I think we will find again. So this is too many pieces of bones.
And why do you find so many pieces of bone just on the side of these big craters like this?
Because some people come here before, and when this hole was dry,
Yes.
they put all this ground under this hole.
Yes.
And take it here.
So they were digging before?
Yes, it was digging before.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
And you like to dig also?
Last year I found this machine gun, a German machine gun, in this place.
Okay, so this was German positions and Russian positions.
This is positions was like Germans, this and Russians.
Always fighting?
Changed. Yes.
You think it's MG34, I think, eh?
Yes, I think this MG.
Okay.
But I don't know, 34 or 42.
Viva la France!
Хочешь убежать, но впереди они опять мелькают между елок. Откопай меня скорей, умоляю снова. Я Мошенников Сергей, родом из Подскова. Адресок мой передай в родную сторонку. 18-й квадрат, черная воронка.
Землицы ухмылялась в зеркальной лопате, и все его цвета землицы ухмылялась в зеркальной лопате. Старый следопыт, ясные глаза, знает, кто и где зарыт много лет назад. Старый следопыт, ясные глаза, знает, кто и где зарыт раз и навсегда.
So here, as you can see, we're pretty much in a mass grave site. There's helmets, shoes, all over the place. And in the previous years, the group found a lot of Russian bodies here. There's things hanging from the trees, gas masks, mugs, all kinds of things. But we came here to metal detect the area because when they exhumed the bodies, I don't think they used metal detectors, or if they did, they might have left things over. So we tried metal detecting here, and particularly under the tree. And under the tree we found this, what is apparently the handle of a knife, a homemade knife. And it has a name carved into it, which is very difficult to see, but it's there. So it won't enable us to actually identify a specific body, but it will enable us to say that the soldier whose name is written on this knife handle was probably killed in this area. And if it's possible to locate his family or whatever, then it'll be sent back to the family. So it's a really nice find for us.
This is the knife handle that we were just looking at. And you see that it has a name carved into it here. So I'm also going to highlight this name for you to see it properly. Apparently it says Kolistratov, and the Russians looked into this, and as far as they found, it must have belonged to a guy called Kalistratov. This is him during the war, and so they researched him, and his name was Dmitry Kalistratov, born in 1916. And they found his prisoner of war card because he was captured by the Germans. And the prisoner of war card says that he was captured in the Volshov area, so that's exactly where we're digging, on 27 July 1942, and he was wounded at the time of his capture. This is the picture that the Germans took of him in their prisoner of war camp. And unfortunately, like many Russians, he did not survive. Here it says that he died on 11 March 1944, because the Germans treated the Russian POWs horribly, and usually it was also true the other way around. The Germans weren't treated well at all by the Russians. And our Russian friends looked into this, and they managed to find Kalistratov's niece and nephew, so they sent the knife back to him, and this is the knife returning to the hands of the family after 70 years. So this was a very nice success story for us.
Тогда пойдемте. Вопрос только в том, надо опять в лес, видимо, возвращаться сейчас, потому что сложно.
Прием. Ну, где-то рядом с памятником, тут это, бурелом.
Pas top, tu vois.
Je l'ai. C'est une grenade à main allemande.
Okay.
So here it was something was ringing like really loud and deep, so we suspected it's probably a shell. And after cleaning it out, you can see that it's a shell with here there's the copper driving band. Wait, you can't see it because of the water now. Well, anyway, it's an unexploded shell, so we leave it where it is. Пошли. works, you know. Looks like a shell casing.
So it says Death Valley, terrible hell. Those who survived this hell won't forget it. It was very hard to die here, especially if you're not even 20. And this is Russian tradition to honor the dead comrades. This is a glass of vodka, bread and cigarette.